All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. We are back live on all kinds of social media networks this afternoon. Team VLR, Facebook, IROC Dirt Series TV, IROC Dirt Series Facebook page, IROC TV. I believe we're on the Roku app as well. But we are live with week number 11 and 12. Going to be a double header here this afternoon. Going to crown the IROC Dirt Series champion this afternoon. Over $5,000 in cash and prizes have been on the line. And the 12-week series will come to a conclusion. And we'll kick things off with the I-55 Speedway up first. And we'll wrap things up a little later on this afternoon with the Lucas Oil Speedway. 2 races, 1 afternoon, $1,500 going to the champion of the series for the 12-week IROC Dirt Series, presented by Spartan Transportation, Majula C Speed Shop. As we are in practice right now here at the I-55 Raceway, just about 20 drivers already signed into the server. The series started out with about 60 drivers, kind of dwindled down just a little bit in the final few weeks. But nonetheless, going to put on a great show here this afternoon. It's been some great racing so far in the season. And we are getting ready to crown a champion this afternoon. Points heating up. Have been very close with the drop week so far. Dylan Yeager going to come into the afternoon 12 points ahead of Drew Hopkins, Tyler Reed, Travis Wellman, Colby Horner. So far, your top 5 in the IROC Dirt Series standings coming into the weekend. Dylan Yeager has picked up 3 wins on the, make that 4 wins on the IROC Dirt Series season. 4 out of the 10 thus far, so 40% of the races going to Dylan Yeager, who leads the IROC Dirt Series, looking for that $1,500 here this afternoon. Hit the like button, hit the share button, because we're getting ready to go racing here at I-55, coming up here very, very shortly. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let us know out there where you are watching from as we get ready to go here in just a moment with the IROC Dirt Series. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in as practice looks like it has come to a conclusion, and we are getting ready to move over to qualifying with the IROC Dirt Series here at I-55. Round number 11 getting ready to come your way here in just a moment as the drivers getting ready to take the qualifying grid. And we'll get ready to see. And we'll start out by watching Dylan Yeager out there in the 48 machine. Like I said, 4 wins on the season. Comes into this afternoon 12 points ahead in the standings. There are a couple of drop weeks in effect, but after the drop weeks right now, Dylan Yeager finds himself on top of the leaderboards, and we'll see what he can do here in qualifying. Here at I-55, goes straight to the top of the leaderboards. 12:81, his quick time so far. Just about 2/10 better than Brett Rawls right now, who sits second with a 12:95. So good start for Dylan Yeager in the 48 machine. Now you see Joseph Grandy wraps up, comes into 12th or 3rd right now in qualifying, as 10 drivers have already made time. Colby Horner in the 15 car moves up to second quick with a 12:94. Travis Wellman trying to knock Yeager off the pole, 12:82 his first time around, trying to do a little bit better than that. Drew Hopkins goes to the top of the leaderboards, 12:79 in the 157 machine. Came into this afternoon second in the IROC Dirt Series standings, trailing by 12 points. Going to need to do all he can in these final 2 races here this afternoon. And he moves to the quick time on top of leaderboards, 12:79, his best time around the Speedway. Dylan Yeager second quick, Travis Wellman. Dylan DeWert, Aaron Brown, and the 56 cars moved up to 5th quick with a 12:86. As 18 drivers have made time. Looks like everyone in the server, so we do have 18 drivers, and all 18 drivers have made time. And looks like qualifying should be just about wrapping up. Get ready to move over to the heat races. Should be a very quick program here this afternoon. Only 18 drivers in the server. Looks like we may have 2 or 3 heats. There'll be 8 laps in distance. And then a 40-lap main event. And then we'll move over to Lucas Oil Speedway for the finale coming up here very, very shortly. There you see Dylan Yeager out there just getting a couple of extra hot laps in after qualifying. If you don't hit the escape button, you can do that. As he exits stage left. Rocky Bat filled up in the admin booth, probably giving these drivers a few extra words of encouragement here this afternoon before we move over to our heat races. But nonetheless, Drew Hopkins going to take quick time with a 12.79 here at I-55. Dylan Yeager, Travis Wellman, Dylan DeWert. Your top 5 in qualifying as we move over to heat race number 1 with the IROC Dirt Series here this afternoon. And we'll go ahead and tell you how they'll line up for heat race number 1. First of 2 heat races coming your way here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Speedway. It'll be Drew Hopkins, Travis Wellman, row number 1. Aaron Brown, Brett Rawls in row number 2. Buddy Ware, Michael Vitale, Eric Tupper, Anthony Moreno, Logan Wentz, all back there by himself in row number 5. As we get ready to go heat race number 1 for the IROC Dirt Series. And there you see Drew Hopkins in the 157. He'll have command of the field. 12 points is the difference between him and Dylan Yeager and an IROC Dirt Series championship. And we'll see what happens in these final 2 rounds. It's Hopkins, Wellman, the front row, Brown and Buddy Ware. Brown and Brett Rawls, I should say. Buddy Ware and Michael Vitale in row number 3. As we pace around, get ready to go. Heat race number 1 with the IROC Dirt Series. 8 laps will be the distance. As they pace around the back straightaway for what could be the final time. As heat race number 1, get ready to come your way. IROC Dirt Series is underway and the green flag is out. Heat race number 1. And a good start right there for Hopkins as he'll pull away down the back straightaway. It's Brown and Wellman. Brown in the 56, Wellman in the 2 machine to the outside, side by side for position number 2. As Brett Walls and Buddy Ware side by side for the 4th spot right behind him. Hopkins running away with it. It's still side by side for 2nd. Aaron Brown on the bottom of the Speedway, the 56 machine. He'll pull ahead just a little bit on the front straightaway to hang on to position number 2. Then it's Travis Wellman, Brett Rawls, your top 4. Everyone should make the main event, so no worries about the transfer spots here this afternoon. As now Brett Rawls in the 71, he'll take a peek to the inside for position number 3 over the 2 machine of Wellman. They go side by side on the opening lap, says Drew Hopkins, still showing the way halfway home here in heat race number 1, going by very, very quickly. Aaron Brown 0.6 of a second behind, back in position number 2. Then Travis Wellman to the outside of the Speedway, hands full with Brett Rawls working the bottom of the racetrack side by side for 3rd. Buddy Ware back there in position number 5. Michael Vitale, Eric Tupper, Anthony Moreno, Logan Wentz rounding out the field, but it's all Drew Hopkins so far. Aaron Brown trying to run him down as they come around. White flag is out. Heat race number 1. Drew Hopkins uncontested, working down the back straightaway for the final time. Drew Hopkins into turn number 3 and 4. Final time. Checkered flag is out. Heat race number 1 belongs to the 157 of Drew Hopkins. So good start right there. Good clean racing in heat race number 1. And now we'll move over to heat race number 2. Second and final heat race coming up very, very quickly. And this is how they will line up. Row number 1 on the inside. It'll be the 48 car of Dylan Yeager. And right beside him, it'll be Dylan DeWert on the outside. Colby Horner, Joseph Grandy will make up row number 2. Kelly Wheeler, Tyler Reed in row number 3, Jake Henry, Billy Roberts, and Terry Smith all back there by himself in row number 5. as the second and final heat race for week number 11 of the IROC Dirt Series getting ready to come your way. And there you see the 48 machine of Dylan Yeager, your current IROC Dirt Series point leader coming into the afternoon. Get ready to lead the field to the green. Yeager and DeWert, that'll be your front row. Colby Horner, Joseph Grandy, inside, outside, row number 2. Kelly Wheeler, Tyler Reed. Tyler Reed, he's had a couple of good runs starting back there in outside row number 3. Keep your eye out on him to try to move up in this heat race. Currently sitting in the top 5 in the IROC Dirt Series standings, trying to improve on that, make a little bit of more money. Nonetheless, green flag is out. Heat race number 2 is underway. Good start right there for Dylan Yeager, working down the back straightaway. Side by side for position number 2. It's Dylan DeWert and Colby Horner working the bottom of the speedway. And there you see right behind of Tyler Reed, Joseph Grandy, side by side for the 4th spot. Dylan DeWert in the 20 car, going to pull ahead in second for just a moment. Colby Horner not letting him get too far, though. Yeager trying to run away and hide with it here in heat race number 2, working down the back straightaway. It'll be 5 to go next time by. DeWert falls into second. And it's Colby Horner, Tyler Reed trying to slide up in front of Joseph Grandy of the 518 car. They go side by side for the 4th spot. Dylan Yeager, just like Drew Hopkins in heat race number 1, trying to run away with it. Looking very strong thus far. DeWert in second, Colby Horner running third. Tyler Reed sitting back in the position number 4. Up 2 spots, started 6, has worked his way up to 4th, and it's Joseph Grandy, Billy Roberts into the top 6. But out in front all by himself, Dylan Yeager in the 48 car. 2 more trips around here in heat race number 2, second and final heat race. Yeager working a frantic pace, half a second ahead, white flag in the air, 1 more trip around. Best race is for second. Dylan DeWert, Colby Horner. But into turn number 3 and 4, final time, your heat race number 2 winner belongs to the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Dylan DeWert second, Colby Horner, Tyler Reed, Billy Roberts round out your top 5 here in heat race number 2. And just like that, heat races have come to a conclusion with the IROC Dirt Series here this afternoon. For round number 11 of the IROC Dirt Series, going to have 1 more round coming up right after this one, which will be at Lucas Oil Speedway. As the driver's getting a few hot laps in before the main event. Shouldn't need very long at all. Looks like Rocky Battenfield's going to advance the warm-up session. And we are getting ready to go 40 laps of main event racing here at Federated Auto Parts I-55 Speedway, round number 11. And this is how they will line up. Row number 1 on the inside, your pole sitter here this afternoon. The 157 will be Drew Hopkins, to his outside, Dylan Yeager. Aaron Brown, Dylan DeWert will line up inside, outside row number 2. There's Travis Wellman, Colby Horner, Brett Rawls, Tyler Reed back there in row number 4. Buddy Ware, Billy Roberts in row number 5. Eric Tupper, Joseph Grandy in row number 6. Michael Vitale, Kelly Wheeler in row number 7. Anthony Moreno, Jake Henry, Logan Wentz, Terry Smith round out your field here this afternoon for the IROC Dirt Series. That'll be 1 and 2 in the standings coming into this afternoon. Drew Hopkins sitting second, trailing by 12 points. He'll have command of the field. Dylan Yeager, your IROC Dirt Series point leader, to his outside. Hopkins has picked up 1 win on the season. Yeager with 4 wins. As we get ready to go, 40 laps main event racing. IROC Dirt Series round number 11. 1 more round coming up right after this one. Pacing down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. 40 laps to distance. IROC Dirt Series is underway here at I-55. They'll race off down the back straightaway, side by side for the race lead. Hopkins on the outside. That's Dylan Yeager on the inside. Yeager will take a peek to the bottom of the speedway, trying to get the run. Hopkins not letting him get very far, though. Hey, Yeager slides up in front of Hopkins. Hopkins turns it down the hill, down the back straightaway, and take over the race lead. New race leader, 157 of Drew Hopkins. Hopkins will come around to lead lap number 2. Dylan Yeager not letting him get very far. Then it's side by side for position number 3. Right behind him, it's Aaron Brown, Dylan DeWert. Brown on the bottom of the speedway. Colby Horner in the 15 cars worked his way to the top 5. As Drew Hopkins, the 157. Trying to close that point lead just a little bit to give himself a shot at that $1,500 coming up here in just a little bit.
Caution is out.
And the first caution is out on the speedway here this afternoon. Possibly Jake Henry. We'll take a look and see. Jake Henry back here in the 171 car. Take a look and see what happens to him. Riding around with the 213 of Michael Vitale and gets tapped in the tail end by Vitale, and upside down goes the 171 of Jake Henry. And Vitale in the 213 right there. Right in front of the leaders at the end. Drew Hopkins showing the way thus far. Dylan Yeager sitting position number 2. As we'll get them lined back up and get ready to go. 5 laps on the board, 35 to go here in the main event at I-55. So Drew Hopkins, Dylan Yeager, Dylan DeWert, Colby Horner, Aaron Brown, your top 5 drivers right now, doubled back up, getting ready to go back green next time by. First main event of the afternoon. Don't forget, we're going to have one more coming up right after this one at the Lucas Oil Speedway. Coming back to green after caution number 1. Drew Hopkins back on the gas, and we're back green here in the main event. Good start right there for Hopkins as Yeager will take it to the top shelf of the racetrack to try to get the run on the 157. Now he'll dip down low to try to throw the big slider. Yeager through the middle, almost 3 wide for the race lead momentarily, and Yeager will try to slide up with the Yeager bomb. Not going to come all the way off the racetrack, leave some room for the 157. And now Yeager will slide up in front of the 157. New race leader, it's Dylan Yeager at the line, and the caution comes out. Will that lap count? Possibly Colby Horner involved in the 15. Take a look and see. There you see Horner in the 15 car. And little right rear from the 20 car right there. And Horner takes a wild, wild ride. Probably get you a little dizzy if you're in VR right there. So Dylan Yeager out in front after the latest restart on our second caution. Drew Hopkins sitting back in position number 2. As Dylan DeWert, Tyler Reed, Aaron Brown, your top 5 drivers. So we have 7 laps complete of this 40-lap main event. First of 2 main events coming up here this afternoon. So getting ready to double back up once again. It's Yeager on the inside, Hopkins on the outside. Yeager with a good restart the last time, able to take the race lead from Hopkins. Nonetheless, green flag is back out. We are back underway here at I-55. 8 down, 32 to go, working on lap number 9. It's Dylan Yeager, lead him down the back straightaway. Drew Hopkins in the 157. He'll stay to the top shelf of the racetrack to where it will try to dip down to the bottom. That will open the door for Tyler Reed on the outside. Reed will move up to position number 3 using the momentum. DeWert not giving up, though, working through the middle. And now Tyler Reed through the middle, trying to take over second now from Hopkins. Reed had a good run there just a moment, had to back out of it to avoid contact, and Hopkins will remain in second, but Dylan Yeager out in front, pulling away 0.6 of a second. Is the distance back to position number 2. Tyler Reed up 5 spots already to third. Looking for more, 3 wide through the middle. Now Reed will try to slide up in front of Hopkins. Almost contact right there between second and third. We stay clean, we stay green. Dylan DeWert back in position number 4. Billy Roberts up 5 spots to position number 5. Aaron Brown has fallen back to 6 as Travis Wellman, Brett Rawls, Buddy Ware, Anthony Moreno from 15th into the top 10. Good drive by him in the 32 car. As Dylan Yeager checking out here in the main event, 14 down. Looking for win number 5 on the season. He has had a dominant IROC Dirt Series run thus far, looking to close it out with a championship here this afternoon. As Hopkins finds himself in a fight with Tyler Reed, now into the wall. He'll lose 2 spots because of that. Reed up to second. DeWert will follow Reed as well. Hopkins will go from second to 4th because of the mishap. Billy Roberts still hanging on to a top 5 right now. Aaron Brown sitting in 6th, now challenging Roberts once again for the top 5. Travis Wellman, Brett Rawls, Buddy Ware, Anthony Moreno still the top 10. Colby Horner's worked his way back up to 11th after the nasty crash. Eric Tumper in 12th. Joseph Grandy, Kelly Wheeler, Terry Smith, the top 15. But Dylan Yeager pulling away now, a second. Back to Tyler Reed, who's moved up 6 spots to position number 2. Go back another second, back to third to Dylan DeWert, who's found himself in a fight with Drew Hopkins, who's fallen back 3 spots from the opening start. Hopkins, the pole sitter, sitting back in position number 4. This is not how he wanted his afternoon to go. Needed to make up some ground on your point leader, Dylan Yeager, but Yeager, very dominant thus far. Billy Roberts still working on the top 5. Aaron Brown, Travis Wellman, almost 3-car dance for position number 5. Yeager has all but checked out here in the main event. Tyler Reed trying to run him down. He has closed the gap about 1/10 of a second. Still 17 laps to go. Can Reed run him down late in the race? Top 2 have pulled away from the rest of the field. 2.5 seconds back to third. Drew Hopkins, Dylan DeWert now trading sliders for the 3rd place spot. DeWert will cross over the 157. The 157 will turn it down the hill side by side into turn number 3 and 4 now. DeWert with the momentum on the outside, still hangs on to 3rd at the line just barely. And now they'll bring the 56 of Aaron Brown to the picture, who sits back in 5th. Dylan Yeager, he's lost another 10th to Tyler Reed in the gap time. Reed is running some good laps right now. Last time by 13.42. Yeager with a 13.41 on the last lap, so no gaining, no losing. And now Reed just a little bit quicker on his last time. There you see the last times by Reed just a little bit quicker. 13.43 to the 4.6. Now 13.47 to 13.57. That was a 10th he shaved off. Tyler Reed has closed the gap, and we're coming up to 10 laps to go very, very quickly. Does Reed have anything for your race leader, Dylan Yeager? Drew Hopkins sitting back almost 3 seconds back in 3rd, trying to hang on with DeWert and Brown into rounding out the top 5. Now, your race leader about to have some pressure on. 10 laps to go. Tyler Reed is there now. Reed all over the back bumper of Dylan Yeager now. Working down the back straightaway. Less than 10 to go. Reed has ran down Dylan Yeager from over a second behind. He's from 8th to 2nd, looking for one more position in his first win of the IROC Dirt Series. Can Tyler Reed get the job done in the 58 machine? It'll be 7 more trips around this time by. Dylan Yeager looking for win number 5 on the season. Tyler Reed has other plans in mind. Can he get the job done here this afternoon? 6 to go. Reed almost in a stalemate right now. He'll go to the bottom of the speedway. Look for the big slider. Reed with a slider for the race lead. They make contact at the line. 5 to go. Did Tyler Reed show his hand too early? Falls back just a little bit. He'll have to try to run him down once again. 5 laps to go. Make it 4 to go this time by Dylan Yeager. Still holding on to the race lead at the line. Reed in the 58 car has not let Yeager get away once again. We'll see if he'll have one more shot at him. They're approaching the lap cars very quickly, but 3 laps to go. Not sure if they're going to catch him or not. All eyes on the top 2 drivers. Twin sticks are out. 2 more trips around here at I-55. Can Dylan Yeager hang on to it? Does Tyler Reed have one more trick up his sleeve? Working into turn number 3 and 4. White flag is out. Can Dylan Yeager get the job done? Reed going to have one more shot at a Hail Mary slider at turn number 3 and 4. Working down the back straightaway for the final time. Yeager goes to the bottom to protect Tyler Reed. Gives him a shot, but Dylan Yeager picks up the win. Win number 5 on the season. Tyler Reed will take home 2nd. Drew Hopkins, Aaron Brown, Travis Wellman, Billy Roberts, Rhett Rawls, Colby Horner, and Buddy Ware round out the top 10. Really, really good racing right there in the final 10 laps. As we'll take a look at the results right now of the feature event. And there you see Dylan Yeager getting the job done. 0.3 of a second over Tyler Reed, Drew Hopkins, Aaron Brown, Dylan DeWeert. As Reed will also take home Hard Charger up 6 positions. Just 1 spot short. And they'll come back here in just a few moments and try it again at Lucas Oil Speedway. But nonetheless, we have your race winner up in the booth with us, Dylan Yeager. And Dylan, you had a Sunday drive out there until about 10 laps to go, and then Tyler Reed tried to make it interesting.
Yeah, I kept screwing up on the cushion. I kept going too high and hitting the wall, and it would screw me all up, and he got all over me. And I respect the moves he was making. You know, I knew he had to make a move and try and pass me, but I was like, nah, bro. I've been leading this race for too long. You're not getting around me. But yeah, another win. One more race in the series. I'm excited for it, and yeah, we'll try and get it done one more time.
You've won 5 out of the 11 races so far in this series. Pretty dominant season thus far, and you've got one more race this afternoon to try to pick up that $1,500. What's the mindset?
Just go in and do the same thing. Just finish top 3. Run well, stay out of trouble, and hopefully bring home the money at the end of the season. You know,
Well, Dylan, you got one more race here this afternoon. Who do you want to give a shout out and thanks to, buddy?
I'd just like to thank everybody at CFM Esports and Team VLR, Tortosalvo Frenchies, JDM Designs, NLRA, my girlfriend for sitting here and supporting me and watching me and making fun of me the whole time, and you for the broadcast.
Well, there you go, Dylan. Congratulations. Hope to see you back here this afternoon, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, race fans, that was your winner, Dylan Yeager, picking up win number 5 on the season. And now we're going to pull in our 2nd place finisher here this afternoon. Also, the Hard Charger here this afternoon, up 6 spots. Tyler Reed probably wanted to make it 7, though, and grab that first win. You had a shot right there with 5 to go. What happened?
Man, I figured if I was going to slide Yeager, I was going to do it when I could. And I pushed tight a little bit, and I didn't expect him to cross. I was leaving him the top lane, and he crossed and drilled me, and I thought we were both going to go around. But luckily, we both saved it and were able to come out 1-2. So can't argue with the second. I figured when I looked at points, I don't think I have any chance at winning. Yeager's just got too far of a lead on us, but I'll be happy with that $800 second payday.
You came in 2 points behind Drew Hopkins. You finished 1 position ahead of him here in race number 11. We've got one more race here this afternoon to crown a champion, and second's not looking too shabby right now. Can you pick up your first win in that final race?
I'm gonna try. I didn't really have high hopes for I-55, but being officials were there all week, it kind of gave me a little bit more practice and what I wanted. And yeah, once it slicked off, we were pretty good. I mean, we ran Jaeger down and almost passed him, but just got bobbled up when he ran into us. I mean, it wasn't his fault. He thought we were going all the way up. So, but no, can't complain. It was a good race.
Well, you've got one more race to go here this afternoon. Who do you want to give a shout out and thanks to, buddy?
Yeah, man. House of Speed, iRacing Setups, 585 Speed Secrets, Cocky Floyd Consulting, Super Speed Motorsports, Antoine's Towing, and yeah, that should be it, man. Y'all for putting this on and you for broadcasting. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, Tyler, best of luck here in the last race here this afternoon. Hope to see you back here in the booth, buddy.
Yeah, man. Me too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Reed, your second place finisher here tonight. And we've got one more driver to pull up here. Drew Hopkins, your third place finisher here tonight. Drew, you started on the pole, and you tried to close the gap just a little bit on Dylan Yeager, but come home with a third place finish here this afternoon. Not too shabby.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that for all that's been going on today, not on my own rig. So just very, very happy with a third place finish. I know I wanted to beat Tyler. I think we're probably be tied or really close going into the battle. I think Yeager, he's got a little bit of a lead on us for points, but we should have a pretty good show coming up here at 6:15.
You've got Lucas Oil coming up here in just a little bit. What's the mindset heading into the final race?
Just qualify good, win the heat, start up front in the feature like we did right there, and then worst case, if I fall back a little bit, that'd be all right. But just try to hit our marks and try to come home with a win.
Well, Drew, congratulations so far on your podium finish here this afternoon. Who do you want to give a shout out and thanks to before we head into this final race?
Yeah, first and foremost, I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this would be possible. All the guys at CFM, eSportsman, Jolas Speed Shop, All Dirt in Kentucky, Keltner Contracting, Newton Cattle Farms. I just got to thank my neighbor, Scotty, for letting me come over and use his rig here tonight.
Well, Drew, best of luck in this upcoming race, final race of the season coming up here in just a little bit. We'll hope to see you back in the booth, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, race fans, that's Drew Hopkins, your third place finisher here this afternoon. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to end the stream. We're going to start another stream coming up here in just a little bit at Lucas Oil Speedway, the finale of the IROC Dirt Series. Get ready to come your way here in just a little bit. Until then, my name is Tommy Rowe up in the booth, and we'll see you then.